So this is the project boat we're gonna take on for this little YouTube channel we're gonna do. We're gonna do this for fun. Mainly, we got a hold of this boat for free, and we're gonna go to town on it. The boat sank during Ian. It didn't really necessarily sink, but the motor did go underwater, so the motor's done. So there's no saving that. We're gonna put a new motor in it. We're gonna do this as a budget project. Fabricate everything we can fabricate ourselves, send out and rebuild anything that can be rebuilt. I've already picked up a Yamaha outboard for this because it has a Honda in it. We're going to go to a Yamaha. So here's some of the things that we're going to actually have to change out during this whole project. So I'll give you a little walkthrough and show you guys a little bit of what we're doing throughout the whole process. Since it was in a flood, we're going to go ahead and address everything from things like wiring that's not in great shape on the trailer itself, trailer maintenance, boat repairs, cleanup, upholstery repairs, new upholstery pieces, custom made. We're going to be redoing the entire center console. All these gauges are going to have to go because number one, we're switching from a Honda to a Yamaha, so none of the gauges themselves are going to work. We're putting a new throttle assembly on, new steering. We're going to put a new key on it. The new gauges will have the fuel incorporated into one of the gauges, so this is no longer required. And as you can see, the boat has been neglected for a couple of years, so we're going to go through it and redo all the stuff. We'll be either doing some new acrylic or maybe some starboard for here. The boat does not have a stereo, so guess what? We're going to be putting a stereo in, but a lot of stuff is going to be done. We'll be removing the center console. We're going to be doing quite a bit of stuff on this boat to bring it from its current stage to pretty much almost new by the time we're done. The whole purpose of this project was actually inspired by Owen over at Born Again Boating. The guy's amazing. He is a wealth of knowledge, so I will always give props where props are due. And he kind of inspired me to do this. Am I going to make a living out of doing boat stuff? No. This is a one-off project. We want to do this little Aquasport. I think it's going to be fun. And I wanted to do it as a kind of how-to, step-by-step, how just regular Joe Blow can just fix up a boat to go out and have fun with it. Am I a boat guy? Yes, I'm a boat guy. I love boats, been around them my whole life. But I've never really kind of taken a boat and rebuilt it and done all that stuff. So it's a fun project for me. Gives me something to do. We're going to do a little bit of, every week we'll post some content. We obviously will give our sponsors a little bit of love on there. If anybody wants to get in on the action, hey, we'll take anything you want to throw at us. If you want to throw speakers or anything like that. But this boat is going to get stripped down to nothing. We are going to rewire it, redo everything, redo the motor, repower. Everything's going to happen on this boat. And I kind of wanted to go through a little step-by-step. And, hey, maybe I'll make some mistakes. Maybe you learn from my mistakes. Maybe halfway through the process, you guys throw a little bit of knowledge my way, and you can help me avoid a misstep or a problem that I could see down the road. So first thing I did is I went online and I found me a diagram of what that boat is from the factory. It is an Osprey 175, and what I did is I came up with a whole list of specs of what I want to see on the boat. This boat was a single battery boat. Older boat, didn't have a lot of the things I want to see on the boat. So things to think of. I came up with a whole list. I want to see 2 batteries, a house battery and a motor battery. I want to obviously add the dual battery switch, bilge 1 and bilge 2. I've always believed truly, I don't care how big or how small the boat is, you really should have 2 bilge pumps, always have a backup. It's going to have a live well. Do I want to add a wash down? It's going to have an amp, stereo, GPS. I need to wire all these things in, the ignition, the cabin lights, transom lights. Those are things I'm going to add because they don't exist on this boat. I'm going to have to wire in a new fuel sender to integrate them into the Yamaha controls. 12-volt USB. Obviously, this boat never had a USB, so we're going to add those. I'm going to add some quick connects because what I think I want to do is I want to be able to pull some things out of the loop every now and then because I may service them. So I'll be doing that stuff instead of just hardwiring pumps all the way in, like washdown pumps and things that get damaged because they get salt water in them. I may just add some quick connects that I can just wire those into the system and pull them out, swap them out if I ever need to. I'm going to change the entire fuse panel to, if this thing had glass fuses, we're going to go to blade fuses. Fish light. Boat doesn't have a fish light. Let's add one of those. I definitely want to add a power pole. So I got to add the wiring for that. So I'm going to add a lot of wiring. And because I'm adding a lot of wiring, I'm going to go ahead and add that second battery so that I have a house battery to run all those accessories and a motor battery just to make sure that that motor is always got enough power. So that's all I'm doing for now. Today is just kind of recon, go through the whole boat. I've made my list of things that I want on the electrical. I'm working on another list over here that's going to have the things that must be done. And then I'm just going to play with it and see what happens. So stay tuned. We already named the boat, our old boat, which you'll get introduced to our full-size boat. Our boat has a name. It's called El Boto. There's a funny story behind that, but we're not going to get into that at this point. But it just kind of seemed fitting that the new boat, the old boat being almost 30 feet long, the new boat being 17.5 foot long, El Boto, well, the new boat will be called El Botito. So El Botito is, it is my intention to have this thing done in about 3 to 4 months. This is not a boat I'm flipping. This is a boat that I'm doing for fun. There's a lot of people can make money if you can find a cheap boat, fix it up. If you have the time, the ability, and the knowledge to do some of these things and just some of the right tools, you can flip a boat and make a few bucks on it. It's just how long do you want to sit on that boat? This boat is simply a labor of love. We want to fix this up. It was my friend Bob's boat. It got damaged in one of the hurricanes. So he said, go to town, do whatever you want with it. And we're going to take this boat. It's going to be a great boat to go hit the shallows, to go out in the Keys and go exploring. So that's what this boat is all about. So stay tuned, watch some more, give me your opinions, tell me what you think.